Ahoy crew! Welcome back to the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel, where we teach you how to stay alive while working with tools that can very quickly ruin your day. Today's topic, COSWP Part 3, Chapter 5, Use of Work Equipment. Now, I know what you're thinking. I already know how to use a drill. But do you know how to use it safely, legally, and in line with your ship's safety management system? If not, don't worry. That's why we're here. Work equipment sounds fancy, but really, it's anything you use to do your job that's not a pen or a cup of tea. Under COSWP, this includes hand tools like spanners, hammers, chisels, power tools such as grinders, drills, saws, lifting gear like chain blocks, hoists and slings, hydraulic tools, compressors and generators, welding equipment, cleaning machines, even machinery in the engine room. If it's got moving parts, electricity, pressure, blades, or makes a weird noise when it starts, it's work equipment. According to COSWP and UK regulations, both employers and crew have responsibilities when it comes to work equipment. Employers must provide safe, suitable, and well-maintained tools. Ensure equipment is inspected regularly. Provide training on correct and safe use. Supply instructions and risk assessments. Crew must use the equipment properly and for its intended purpose. Inspect it before use. Report damage or faults immediately. Never remove or bypass safety guards. And follow all training and procedures. Using equipment on a ship means dealing with the possible dangers of vibration, noise, entanglement, cuts and lacerations, flying debris, electrical shock, pressure bursts, fire and explosion, hello welding torch. So COSWP tells us to wear task-appropriate PPE like goggles, gloves, and hearing protection. Also use guarding and cutoff switches. Operate tools only if you're trained. Always follow manufacturer's guidance. And always ensure tools are rated for marine use. Salt and spray do funny things to electrics. Your tool's safety depends on how it's cared for. COSWP says inspect tools before every use. Look for frayed cables, loose handles, corrosion or damage. Tag and report any defective equipment. Don't just hide it back in the locker. Clean tools after use. Store them in a dry, organized, and labeled area. And know the bottom of your bunk drawer doesn't count as proper storage. Some tools are so hazardous that COSWP recommends using a permit-to-work system before use. This is especially important for hot work like grinding, welding, cutting high-pressure systems, energized equipment, confined space tools, and working aloft with portable gear. Permits should cover what's being done, what hazards exist, what controls are in place, who's authorized to do it, and emergency procedures. If it feels risky, pause and ask, do I need a permit? Better safe than signed off injured. COSWP's message is simple. All work equipment must be suitable, maintained, and used safely by competent persons. And that's the key. It's not just about having the right tool. It's about knowing how to use it, respecting its dangers, and keeping yourself and your shipmates safe. So, let's wrap up COSWP Part 3, Chapter 5. Work equipment includes almost everything you touch on board. Tools must be used correctly, maintained regularly, and stored safely. PPE, guards, inspections, and permits are not optional. They're essential. And if you're ever unsure, stop and ask, because one shortcut with the wrong tool could leave you short a finger, or worse. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with that one crewmate who thinks every job can be done faster with a bigger hammer. Coming up next, Chapter 6, Electrical Safety. Because sparks belong in fireworks, not in your toolbox. Until then, stay smart, stay trained, and keep your tools and fingers in working order.